Hello, my beautiful. I hope you are well. Talking Jay Slater again today. Did some thinking, and I'm stuck in the Jay Slater case. I'm literally stuck at a moment to where I'm like, wait a minute. So first, we were told that the phone, Jay Slater's phone, was found weeks before his body. We were told that. By who? I have yet to find anything that says that. Nothing. Just people talking in comments. Next, we were told that this was an aunt of Jay's and that Jay's phone had been wiped right after he was found. But there's no connection to that person that I can find to Jay in any way. It's just somebody playing this game. So then I looked it up to see what Debbie said was found with Jay and what contents they had with Jay's remains. And she gives the exact list. There's no phone in that, y'all. So then everybody started sending me messages and comments and emails, and thank you, lovelies. I appreciate every one of you. And they're telling me that Jay's phone is found on the beach. So I dig in, and I dig. And I went to Daily Mail, and I scoured it. I'm like, okay, how about the Sun? I scoured it. I went to the New York Post. I have looked everywhere. I don't understand where it is written. I need help because I'm still stuck over here with, at this moment in time, I could not find one article ever written that Jay's phone has ever been found. Nope. And I've dug, like lost sleep digging. And I'm pretty good at digging stuff. So it did not come that I can personally tell. And hey, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. I have never claimed anything to be factual. Every time I have ever in my life made a video, I have said, in my opinion. Go all the way back to the beginning of time, all the way back to my rubber ducky days, in my opinion. Now, I need to let you know there's some boundaries, right? Some people come at me and they're like, you say in my opinion, but then others go post it as fact. That's on them. So we need to discern. And in doing that, I have to step up to plate. And I'm like, okay, at this moment, Mama D, don't think the phone was found at the beach. I have nothing until it's provided to me. I'm just asking for help of beautiful, amazing researchers that have that in their DNA and send me the clips and the things that I need to see. And so I'm asking you guys for that help, because until I get something, I'm just going to leave it at this. We're going to jump over and we're going to see what was found with Jay. Okay? So let me see if I've got it. Yeah, I got it ready. All right. Let's see if I can use this. And welcome to 1111 True Crime. If you are new, get ready for a bumpy little show, because it's all real life. It's live. It's an interactive live true crime chat is what you're watching. Okay, switch over. Here we go. I know it's going to be a little rough starting back into this after what we've all been through. Hey, if the police had the video, I'd all be like, OMG. Just saying. So we're going to move forward. And there's some things to think about. This is from August 18th, 2024. It's the Sun, right? Take it with a pinch of salt. But it happens to be where the interviews took place with Debbie Duncan. And she goes on to explain to us what items, I mean, she lists them out that are found and are given to her to identify of Jay. Now, if you were the mother and identifying a son by just items, or daughter or loved one, if they had the phone, don't you think that'd be real important to use as part of it? Not that any material item should ever identify a loved one. And that's a big problem I have as we go forward when she explains. And at the time, I think it took our breath away of the grief she was going through to really listen to what she shares with us about her moment of identifying Jay. There's a coffin and it's a rose sitting on it at the mortuary in a little room. We all know that they're not going to use a coffin, which can be very expensive, when there's still going to be an autopsy. So they put it, in my opinion, again, in my opinion, they put a coffin out there because they're a mortuary, they got them, and they put a rose on it, and that way, even if she freaks out and flips the lid open, she's not going to be like, oh, wait a minute, something's wrong here. Whether there not be anybody, or maybe it's not her. So there's no identification other than 4 items for her. So let's dig into this. She says, and when they got there, they were to, let me back it up so you can understand. And by the way, there are a few of you that still aren't aware that is like stock footage and not of the rescue or recovery of Jay, okay? When you see the helicopter and that is stock footage, different time and so forth. Okay. Debbie Duncan got a call from the cops on the island on the morning of July 15th, asking her, Jay's dad Warren and brother Zach, to go to the station. Okay. I really want to make this clear. We know where the bag is. I'm still, let me get over topside. I see creators that are out there critical thinking, working their butts off, and I'm like, you're amazing. And Angels of Piece of Pieces, or Angels Piece of Peace, check her channel out. Amazing job. Tales of Life and Harsh Reality, thank you for the shout out 2 times. I appreciate that. Hats off to you too. And all these creators, Streamline Entertainments, Wax, Joseph, everybody, okay? I don't know, whoever else needs it. But we're not communicating what we already have. If we're still looking for a bag and we're still focused on the bag, then why is Debbie saying that is part of what she used to identify her son? Okay, so she gives a list of the items that they had. She saw. Okay, all right. Now, she doesn't say what color the tinnies are, and I'm going to come over to topside. I want to get through this train of thought because I want us to all kind of really take a moment and try to understand. We have no validation that the phone has ever been located at all. MIA on the phone. Unless somebody can provide me with something, and then I can come back and share it with all you and be like, thank God I was wrong. We've got it right here. This says it right here. But we don't. I don't have that. And I'm not talking about, okay, I love all other creators, but I give them the same advice that I do myself. We want to do our own homework. So if so-and-so ABC channel ABC Crime Time said, I don't know if there is a channel like that, and forgive me if there is, because I'm not referring to them personally. I'm making it up. If they said to me, the sun tomorrow is going to be absolutely purple, maybe I'm in agreement, but I'm still going to go try to find where they got that from. So even if I adore the creator and I think wonderful things about them, I don't want to come onto my platform until I have that semi-hard copy, the verification of something. And so I can't find it, but I can find this. So if you're wondering where the bag is, and she goes on to say, when they got there, they were told via a translator that police had human remains that they believed to be Jay's. So at that point, they had not identified him. They believed that the human remains might be Jay. Okay, they believed it was Jay. 29 days after he disappeared, bravely speaking to the sun, Debbie recalled how she broke down and didn't want to believe the body could be her beloved 19-year-old son. Debbie, 56, said, we were all sat in a little room and I just screamed. She says, I don't really remember what they were saying. Okay? So she's out of her head because she's in shock, a state of actual shock, right? She says, quote, I wanted to see him, but it wasn't possible. Yes, I said this in my last video, but you're not hearing me. She says it wasn't possible. Not that it wasn't recommended, that it wasn't possible. That bothers me. Words matter. Quote, I was just in a state, right, of shock most likely. They hadn't formally identified him then. They just said human remains and we believe it could be Jay. Now here's where she looks at his stuff. And this is how they identified him until they got fingerprints. Okay. Here we go. They said, and this is what she's saying that she's going to look at, because she wants to see if it's him, right? His bag. See? So if his bag was taken, then that makes a whole big deal if it's then found with him. Or did somehow he drop his shirt like that one dude that claimed to have been at the NRG and was using his phone? Was he lying? Or did Jay just simply drop his shirt? The guy, see, Jay is saying thank you. If you look, I believe in my heart, he almost says thank you, like a thank you. If somebody's stealing him, he's not going to be like thank you and smiling, And so it looked to me like he dropped his dang shirt that he doesn't want to wear. That the dude reaches over, handing him the shirt, and it looks like Jay takes it on the thing and says thank you. Again, I could be wrong. But the bag, let's get back over. I want you to see it right here from Debbie herself. Says, they said they had his bag. There it is. So for all of us that were wondering what was in the tunnel that Chris panned over, I don't think it was the bag, because right here it's saying they said he had his bag, his trainers, so his shoes, which we don't know what color they were, his shorts, so he was in shorts, and his shirt. Never once is there a phone here. See my point? And if the phone was found separately, Why is the Sun, that's covering this case almost exclusively with Debbie, if not, and then why has the other ones, and I've went all the way back through all their archives. You can hit it yourself. All you gotta do is pull up every single article, hit Control F, type in the word phone, and if it's in that article, it pops. I can't find it. Why have they not talked about the phone? Has it not been found? Maybe that's a topic they should talk about. We know where it last pinged. Where's the phone? Everything else seems to be lame with Jay. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Regatize, hello, hello. You said, I saw an article in Daily Record a long time ago that his phone was found on the beach. Okay. Daily Record. All right, we're going to it right now. Daily Record. All right, UK. All right. Jay Slater, phone found. We're going to just start doing it online. The Daily that the body was found near the body of Jay Slater, not the phone, the body of Jay, and this is overall from them, was found near the location where his phone last pinged. That is all that's being said. The Daily Record reported that the body was found close to the site of Jay Slater's phone's last location, and that the body was found with Slater's clothes and possessions. So we're going here. Oh, no. No. Here it talks about the Daily Record. Here you go. On Twitter. It was confirmed on Monday that the body believed to be missing Jay Slater had been found close to the spot where his mobile phone last pinged. That is not finding his phone, y'all. Let's look for update. We'll leave that and we'll go update. All right, we'll just grab the latest, greatest. What's the date? Well, certainly not this of July 9th. Jay Slater's search plunged into uncertainty as Airbnb pal shares phone riddle. What's this about? No thanks. Cut his leg on a cactus. Okay. Let's just do it. Phone. What do we got? Right here. The search for missing teen Jay Slater has plunged into uncertainty following a new revelation about his phone. The 19-year-old apprentice bricklayer vanished on June 17th in the remote rural de Tino area of Tenerife while holidaying for a 3-day music festival energy with friends. Jay left his pals, traveled to a quiet Airbnb with 2 other British partygoers in the early hours of Monday morning, making the decision to walk back to his accommodation that morning. Jay began the brutal 11-hour trek on foot and called his friend Lucy May Law to let her know his phone, there's the word, battery was about to die. He was thirsty and cut his leg on a cactus, reports the Mirror. End of that. It last pinged. Okay, where else? Let's see. We did that one. Battery about to die. There's that keyword. Last pinged. A phone charger. Mark said he was told Jay asked him for a phone charger and then took one from the other Brit's room while he was sleeping. However, oddly, just hours later, Jay's phone was on a 1% battery. 8 o'clock saying his phone was on 1%. I need a drink and my phone is about to die. If you're on desktop or use your phone to click this. Nope. See, I'm saying y'all need to come up with something that tells me that we have absolutely anything proving or at least alleging at this moment, that someone, even if it's an authority, has his phone, that it's even been found. Because I'm not going to assume it until I see something that tells me it's been reported, however that be. And I'm not talking about going to a YouTuber, and there was a YouTuber, I don't know what's up, but they put up a 15 or 30 second clip of a comment, and that was it for their video. And they thought that was proving something. And I'm like, oh my God. What? I can't go off a comment, y'all. I cannot. Thank God I have people that are doing the research that actually sent me the eulogy of Tom, his father, so I can see it through the actual obituary. You know, because I don't know anymore. I don't know what to trust. I feel like I can relate. I can relate to where Warren is saying I don't know who to trust. Because if creators are getting trolled at that level that we think somebody else got trolled at, we need to be very cautious and very discerning, right? Nikki, you get a gold star. Was it even Jay they found? Hate to tell you, but you already know the Nicola Bully case, how that went. I was all over that case like white on rice trying to figure that one out. And I still can't get over this idea of the woman that was all in it around Paul. And she, to me, had a thing for Paul. Like she was covering for him in every way. And I was like, OMG, they're going to rule this, that she just slipped in 2 feet of water and drowned. And she's a good swimmer. And the dog didn't bark, nothing. I mean, that's the guy. That's the coroner or female or whoever, same one, same name, that's going to handle this inquisition. And if you think about it, remember that black-haired lady, and she came on and she was with the popo there, and they were given absolutely the wrong street to get the footage from, and now she don't work there no more. And then remember the guy that was with her, and he was like a pencil. He had big, like, round head, but like skinny little body. I don't think he works there anymore. I mean, it was like everybody dropped like flies around that case, and we were hearing it again and again that this had happened in Paul's family before, allegedly. So, you know, it just seems weird when you get this kind of case and it gets handed to the same people that have kind of quieted the narrative in the other cases. Just shut it like that. Just shut the door on it, right? You're like, oh, so we got a door slammer coming. Just saying. Let's get your chat pinned up here. I have a couple more things to show you. Not that massive, but some are like, what? Linda says, I'm sure I read the phone was found on the beach where a boat would have pulled it go up into a ravine. Can you send me a link? That's all I need. I need to know where. I've checked everything. I have research myself done. I'm done. If you can find it, send it to me. You guys do the work. I've done my homework. I'm saying, until somebody gives it to me, I don't need you to tell me where to go dig. It's at the point, unless you can prove it, I don't believe it. I'm not going to accept it just because somebody said that it was found on the beach. I read it somewhere. I heard it somewhere. You could have read a comment. Yeah. Here I am. I'm Sluggy. I think what I'll do today is I'll come on as Sluggy, but I'll name myself Diana, and I'll just make up something. Oh, I know. This'll get him rolling. His phone was found on the beach. It's done! Crispy! Watch him roll! You feel me? Like, we have to have something besides I heard it, I read it, I saw it. I need something. Otherwise, his phone has not been found. So in other words, my lovely Luz, please prove me wrong. I would love his phone to be found. But until somebody can show me something I can see with my own eyes, I'm just not buying it. That's how I have to roll. Aw, Mandy Jones, thank you, lovely, for that. That's such a sweet snooper chat. Thank you for the rose. That is so sweet. Steve the Cockney, hello, lovely. Angels of Peace says, I'm glad you double checked what was in the video. That doesn't offend me. It gives me more respect for you, to be honest. I just need the truth. If his phone was down on that beach, do you know, if you can give me proof how hard I will hit this, I will smash this open. But without something to back it, it's all words. And if I can't find it, then I have to rely on my brain trust, which is you guys. You're the critical thinkers too. We speak the same language, right? We don't have a language gap. We know exactly what we're saying when we say rugs or SA. We have our own language. We've learned it. Because we are targeted to get off the case, to knock us this way, to knock us that way, to send us down tunnels and rabbit holes that never exist. They're just created to take us off what is important. And I'll tell you one thing, that phone is key. Don't be all like, oh, we can get it off the cloud. No. Where's the actual location of the phone found? Because if it's found down on the beach, big problem. Like, that's all we should be focused on. But until we have something, I can't do anything with it. I'm stuck. I told you that to start with. So I was thinking about a lot of things. I was thinking about when Haley's comment, I've been watching her a little bit through Streamline Entertainment. Thank you for sharing her. Anyway, I love the fact that she brought this up. And gold star to Haley's comment. Because dang, girl, good job. Hats off to you. But she's bringing it up. So Rachel, Brad's mom, right? His mom. She has her own group. That's her Facebook. Like her Facebook. And she never once asked for help to find Jay or asked for information to find Jay. She wasn't pumping it out like, I'm here to help. She literally was there bound as a bouncer. As a bouncer. She never asked for anybody to be like, hey, pray for Jay's mom and dad that I know of. And then I know people are like, she's connected to the mafia and all this. I don't even want to hear it. Not buying it. Seriously. But I do think she had a prior relationship to Loogie, Sluggy Loogie. And Iab. I'm just saying, she had some prior because she was too quick with that. She's like, oh, yeah. Well, wait. And, you know, all of a sudden she's deer in headlights and she's got to backtrack. So she does have prior. And it makes me wonder, what is going on with her and Lucy? Why are they so tight? Brad and Lucy's show with the Rachel on the top. They could go into show business. Rachel could manage them because she's really, really good at making sure that the tater tots of her version are under her wing, right? Now she's going to start cooking, right? A lot of cooking going on in the Jay Slater case. I got Aya making fun of us again. Let's give him his time.
Oh, have me in the station, I ain't talking where the trains go.
I don't know. How long is this? 10 seconds? I'll play it. Okay, hold on. Let me jump over. Ab. If I was your mama, I would tan your hide. Till you spoke the truth, boy. I tell you what. You got some splaining to do, Lucy. Lucy. So, before I play this, I know you think that you're all cool and all that good stuff, but that boy died, and you're the last one that has admittedly talked to him, because we don't buy the Ophelia thing. Just saying. So you're the last person to see this kid alive, and so you want some limelight. I'm going to give it to you. This is how much you value the life of a human being, Ann. You put the people on here that are trying to seek justice for a kid to find out what the heck happened to this kid for real. You put our faces on here sideways. At least you put mine straight up, okay? But you're behaving as if you have something to hide because you're trying to discredit people. You say on here what this circus thinks I do in Tenerife versus what I really do in Tenerife. Do you not even understand the concept that you have to show two versions then? This makes no damn sense.
Oh, have me in the station, I ain't talking where the trains go. Everything I rap about's factual. Up and down King Edwards, up and down Bastable. Catch me on the avenue, keys by the beat.
That was just so impressive. Really? Because I don't think that Jay went to Mascot. I think you had his phone. And I want to know where that phone is. That's the main thing. Because I don't believe it was found at the beach. I don't think that phone has been found. If it was found, then I want to know who and when and all that. Viral News, hello, hello. I'm trying to find things that you want me to share. Hi, Az. Good to see you, my beautiful. And Jennyville. Thank you for modding, my beautiful ladies. You're brilliant. We find something. Have you seen the things on Till Talk? I don't know, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing it. I will continue to look a little bit, but I have thoroughly hit it trying to find anything on that phone. Aw, thank you, Earth Dog. Thank you for the snooper chat. You said, I hope your spider bite feels better. I like your attitude. Respect. Well, I took y'all's advice because my 1111 family is amazing. And I know that you're also intuitive. And so I went to the doctor this morning. And they looked at it. They said it is infected. And I do need an antibiotic. And that whatever it was bit me 3 times. And it's a space about like that. Now, that's just what's red. It's only got three little triangular, like perfect triangular marks. Whatever. Don't even. I have no idea. But thank you for all the blessings of you guys caring, because that mattered. Phone blow up in so-called landslide. But you guys, a landslide wasn't where Jay was. Was it where the phone last pinged? Because that is different. That's a question we got to write down. We got to find out. I could be wrong. I'm just suspicious. And I want to know. Phone in landslide. Question. We'll find out. where it last pinged and where the landslide was. I don't know if it's in the same location or not, but it's a good question. Great question. Maya Media Mogul, after somebody called him can of beef. I'm sorry, it made me laugh. Says about Jay's said mountain. Okay. It is weird. I will give you weird when we have Ab talking about the hills have eyes, giving that lame comment about how he's referring to the movie, while the movie's about body parts and weirdos. He's referring to that. I mean, oh, and I need to clarify my last video. If you replay it, and that's live and it's recorded, somebody specifically asked me if I was showing the Airbnb that Jay stayed at. And I said, it's right directly behind it. In fact, I said, if this is the Airbnb, it's right behind it. And I even show you with my hands. So for that little tater tot that tried to come on my channel and post under everybody else that was asking about it, that I lied and that kind of weird stuff, you're gone, so you won't even see this probably. Or, well, you're shadow banned. You think you're here, but you ain't. Just saying. I don't like people like that. Angela said, who said Jay took hardly any photos considering it was his first holiday, or have I got this wrong? Well, how will we know, lovely? Nobody knows what's on Jay's phone. That's the other reason I don't believe it's been found. Just saying. The landslide was where Jay's body was found. Actually, it's two different ravines. From my research, and I could be wrong, my opinion from my research is it's two different ravines. Well, hello, Dan and Ida. Long time no see. Good to have ya. It is, I do agree that the landslide is very, very sus. I do. All right, you guys, let me get over here. I wanted to look at this. This is confusing to me. This is where I am. I bring you more questions than answers on my channel. I just do. I know. I can't help it. So I was like, where exactly, and this could be completely wrong because it is Wikipedia. But this claimed that the Juan Lopez Ravine was the location that Jay was found. And he was found with his possessions and clothes. All right. So then I came over here and I put in the Masca right here. Okay. Now, I'm not a map person, you know. I'm not a cartographer, if you will. But I'm like, okay, so this is the ravine. Are you following my little mouse? Is it big enough? This is this Baranoka. I'm probably ruining the name. Baranoka Juan Lopez, right here, right? And it goes all the way. Whoa, I wanted to see that. Hold on, y'all. So if this does go down here to Playa de Juan Lopez if you're on the path. If we find out, and I say if and only if we find out that his phone was down there, then I want to talk about how, you know, he's found way over here. Then why would it have not been that he was brought up and put there? And why would his body be separate? Like, he wouldn't have went all this way down here. We're not going to dig deep just because I don't have proof. But he's not going to come down here, drop his phone, and then go back up here and die at the end of this cliff. So if his phone, and that's a huge if, has been found, and if it is down here at this location, this Juan Lopez, right? And see, that's what I think is confusing people. is they're saying his phone ping. His body was found near his phone ping. I don't think they're understanding that's not his phone. So that had me kind of confused as crud. What was this? Oh, I was going over this entire thing to see how many times. Okay. All right. So that's my thing. That's my thing. Angel's Piece of Peace says Jay was found in Juan Lopez Ravine. Thank you. Landslide was at Masca Ravine. They are about 1,500 meters away from each other via coastline. Thank you, Angel's Piece of Peace. That's what I understood to be true. Nikki said the media has been giving us false information from the beginning of time. I'll add of time. They have their own agenda and don't ever, ever doubt it. Just saying. Sue Benson, how's about we all chip in for a moment to go to the Reese to Tenerife? Baby, couldn't pay me to go there. A live would be amazing with her going on an investigation. No. Talk about, I would just change the name of my channel to Fear Factor. True crime. I would be horrified. Do you know what that movie would look like? It would be me locked in the bathroom in my own place going, I don't know, do you hear anything? I thought I heard something outside my room. That's how the entire video would go. You'd be like, turn the light on, it's so dark. I'd be like, shh, you're typing too loud. I'd be terrified. Terrified. My life is more important to me than a vacation. Rocky Dodgy as F, in my opinion, says the Pucker Princess. Angels goes on to say, I've done too many hours of research on the landslide. My results are in the pinned comments of my landslide video. Please check it out on Angel's Piece of Peace. I only posted facts and not theories. And I appreciate that very much. I am a theory kind of gal. But I have to have my facts straight because I'm not going to build a card house, you know, where it's just kind of whatever. I need to know where I can put a stake in the ground. This is a fact. This is not a fact. Or at least I can believe that this is plausibly truthful. Like, you know, there's so few, right? So I call it a talk show because, like I said, I'm never bringing you fact. I'm always bringing you theories, ideas, questions. I'm not here to solve the case. I mean, I want to talk about what if this happens sometimes, and I do that from time to time. Like, what if Jay actually, it happened in my theory at this moment, it happened directly after the NRG. I believe that the phone and him are separated at that point. I don't believe they were together. I don't think the phone and him were together after that. Hellman said someone had his phone. Jay's Instagram got changed. Excellent job. Hellman, you get a gold star. Psh. To remembering Jay before the body got found. And it wasn't Debbie. Isn't that interesting? Because that's the truth. See, I can put a stake in the ground there. So, let's think about who said they were around the phone. Now, if the phone pinged Masca, we got one person. Well, we'll give them two. We got two people. Oh, wait, we got three. We got three people that all put themselves in Masca. They all put themselves in Masca at the time of Jay's disappearance. One is Rocky, two is Ab, and the third one is Lucy. Good point, Hellman. Wow. That's an excellent. That's why I say you guys are impressive. You truly are. Chris B says Warren won't rest till he finds the truth, I think, if he anything like a mild man. I agree. Kate Crossland said, I've not been able to find any proof about Jay's phone before either, as I've commented on channels previously asking the same thing. Sue says, why did Down the Rabbits and MTW go cold off the case? English Bottle Cap, I saw that as well. Did I miss something? I don't know. Naomi, I like the way you spell your name. Think they know where the phone is and maybe got rid going back to the phone ping footage. Where's that footage, Iab? The one where Jay and you were outside the car that you had. You know, we can see through your bull crap by the lack of action. Sue says apparently Jay was that much off base, maybe spiked. A guy was seen carrying Jay out of the NRG with Jay over his shoulder. I think it's a premeditated red rum. And it was allegedly a guy that said he had footage that never produced the footage. Again, somebody claiming something, claiming they have proof, and yet they don't deliver it. If you say you got footage, like you say you've got footage and you don't produce it to the authorities at least, then you're no better than Ab. Truth. And I mean that. He's got proof, he says, of Jay alive and well. He arrived alive, he left alive. Okay, prove it. You got one piece of evidence that Jay was with you alive at any point that night that you claim you have. And to think that you could release that and at least we'd know you're being honest that you were with Jay that night and he was alive, and you won't. I call you a chicken. Bark, 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 bark. And the same with anybody that's got footage that doesn't turn it into the police, or they taunt the public like Ab did, talking about, cryptic coin or whatever. Hey, Paul Nolan, good to see ya. Jen says her drop phone when running back to the boat after dumping poor Jay. Boom! What if? What if? See why I want to know for sure? Because if we got something that puts that phone 2 miles from his body further ahead, then we got foul play, in my opinion. Nikki says nowhere was open to get drinks, like Ab said, absolute garbage. Interesting. You're right, what you're saying about Ab, he's very creepy. You reckon Brad's gonna have nightmares forever? Well, and really, how do we know? I mean, I think it's interesting that Warren said he was showing you things of interest, right? Things that he was focused on, Jay's dad. He only showed one person in the video sitting on the white Tic Tac right there where Jay allegedly was supposed to go over. I found that strange. I'm sure he had the opportunity to see the other kids too, but that's the only one he showed the TikTok of. Buckshot George, hello lovely Mama D. Are you able to use that video where a girl is saying Jay, sorry Jay, or somewhere on those lines, and the Lucy interview to see if it's the same accent? Here's the thing. There's too much distortion for me, if you will, not because of the recording, but because one is being screamed. And so it's completely different tone. Think about it. Me talking to you like this, it's lovely. Go ahead, have your tea, add a lump of sugar. It's very peaceful. And my voice is set a certain way and it has a certain cadence. But if a spider came up beside Little Miss Muffet, I would be at a completely different hyper level and my voice doesn't even sound the same. I'm like, what the hell is that? There's no way to compare it for me. And I'm not a sound expert, really. I mean, if it's like I can take the voice of somebody talking natural on two places. So I can take it if they say down the hill. And then they're in a conversation and they say down the hill. I can go, do these match? Because they'll spike at the same places on my graphs. It's literally like a voice imprint. But unfortunately, there's no way for me to do that. I wish there was. Where's he gone? No one knows. Yeah, I'm not sure where the baker went. So, y'all, that is all I have for you today is I need us to work together. Scottish have it in print. Oh, no, lovely. Boom, there was a boat involved. I'm a psychic and I'm seeing a boat. And another air carried, sorry not to go on. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. All right, lovely lovelies. Oh, I don't even want to talk about that word, torture. No. It is that time of the day that I leave you, and I will miss you. I'm going to be gone for at least a day. I like to take a day to think about the case, see what really gets to me. And right now, I'm still stuck in the Jay Slater case till I get something. And once I got it, once you guys are like, here it is, and I'm like, oh, there's the report we need, it's bang on with that phone. I will rip the whole case up. We will go for it. We will be like, boom, on it. But I very well can't be the bulldog and be like, well, I just kind of heard it in the, YouTube streets, and so I put all this effort into something, and then, no, I guess his phone wasn't found. Right? You feel me? I love you guys. I appreciate your time. I always do. And I want you to be safe. Take care of yourself. I want you to send a special prayer to our Jennifer Swain, as I just can sense she's kind of low in her heart right now and just needs her 11 family. There's nothing she told me is wrong. I just can feel. I was thinking about her today and I wanted to give her a hug. And I haven't seen her in a day or two, and I've noticed she's been kind of quiet. So just give her a hug. All right? I love you guys. Thank you, Az, for modding. You're beautiful. I love you, my Jennyville. And Mr. Ifs, if you're watching, we miss you. Love you. To the moon and back. That's a wrap.